Hello, hello, hello. It actually looks like I have a black eye on this eye in the tiny little viewfinder because all you can see is like very tired looking naked eye and then boom, smoke. Hey Glam Squad, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. In today's video, I'm going to be playing around with the Beautybay Fiery Matte Eyeshadow Palette. This comes with 9 beautiful eyeshadows. You have a mix of your nudes, your warm browns, your transitions, your oranges, your reds, and then your dark browns at the end. I was just drawn to this palette. I just thought it was absolutely stunning. I just love the color tones, and yeah, I was just drawn to this palette. What I really loved about the palette is that the fact the colors are all matte and they're so versatile. You can actually create so many different looks with just this palette, and a lot of them are neutral as well, so you'll reach for this palette time after time again. At least I know I will. So if you want to see how I created this smoky brown and red and orange, I don't know what you want to call it, smoky eye, then just keep on watching, and please don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and also leave me a comment. I love comments. Okay, so I am going to jump into the first shade, which is called Sincere, which is this gorgeous kind of a mid-tone warm matte brown, but when you put it on the eye it looks a little bit more orange toned, which I really like. I'm going to be using the E20, my fave transition shade brush, and I am going to be popping this right in to the crease of the eye, and this is just your transition shade, so it's just going to help you blend all the other colors. This step is particularly important when you're using dark shades, browns and blacks, and you know, really dark smoky shades, because it will help you with blending later. So once you have the colour in place, I'm just going to smoke it up to the brow bone. This is not pushing much colour up there, it's just getting rid of any harsh lines. I also need to fill in my eyebrow because I look crazy. I'm going to be taking this smaller blending brush. This is the E24, so it's just a little bit smaller than the first blending brush we used. And I actually have a couple of these. I'm going to be using it later as well for the brown. I have a couple of these and they're just so handy. So I'm just going to be popping this again into the crease of the eye. Oh, look at that. So beautiful, oh my god. It's like a more reddish toned orange. Actually no, it's just red. Yeah. And we're just gonna just brighten that a little bit. Again, just keeping this nice and close to the crease of the eye and just very lightly swirling the brush upwards just to smoke it out. Love, love, love. So next I'm going to be taking this gorgeous matte brown shade, and I'm going to be using the E24 blending brush, the same blending brush I used. Well, it's a different blending brush, but it's the same number blending brush that I used in the last one. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to tap off the excess. Really important when using darker shades because we will have it all underneath the eye, which we don't want. But it's okay because this is why you do your eyes first, because you can clean up any fallout afterwards. So don't be afraid of it, but at the same time just tap off your brush so it will just save you cleaning up under the eye after. So this I am patting onto the lid. So literally just dab, 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 dab. I don't know, what does that remind me of? Was there some kind of video that was going around and this girl was doing her makeup and her boyfriend was doing the voiceover, and every time she went to do the foundation she's like dabbing the sponge off her cheek and he's going dab 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 dab. So that's what that reminds me of. Dab 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 dab. Okay. Once I have the colour in place, I am going to dip into a more brown, and then I'm going to flip the brush up and we're going to start blending. Blending, blending, blending. Yes. Love. Love, love, love. I'm going to add a little bit more brown on the lid. Oh yes, look at that. Ooh. So beautiful, oh my god. I'm just going to take a little bit more of that orange shade and we're just going to start putting that right above the crease of the eye. So we're just building up that colour, the intensity a small bit. And once that's done, I'm just going to go back with this clean blending brush and I'm just going to start softening out the edges. For the lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with the E24 brush and I'm just going to sweep the sunset shade on the lower lash line. We're going to take a little pencil brush and a little bit of the matte brown and we're just going to smoke that on the lower lash line. The thing with a smoky eye is that while you're doing it, it looks like a hot mess, but it slowly comes together, especially when you put on your lashes. It will just all tie in beautifully. So don't worry, just be patient with it and keep blending. Blending is key, especially with a smoky eye, because you don't want any choppiness. You want it all to blend seamlessly. So for liner, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution. I'm just going to apply a very thin line. Again, this is optional, you don't have to with a smoky eye, but I just wanted to add something to, I don't know, I just felt like doing eyeliner today, okay? I'm not gonna rave about it. I wouldn't rate it. It's quite drying, it crumbles a little bit, but it's okay, it's cheap, it's cheerful, it does the job. I'm just going to apply a tiny bit of black liner on the waterline. This is actually Pixie, just because I couldn't find any other liner. I was trying to use brands today that were all available on beautybay.com, so that if you wanted to pick up anything you could get them all on the one website, which I think is really handy, and that's something I look for when I'm watching videos because no one wants to pay for shipping. So next we're going to move on to lashes. I am going to use the Eylure Enchanted Lashes, and these I used in one of my last tutorials. I think it was the green smoky eye, and I love them. Very easy to apply and they have a nice thin lash band. I know a few of you requested that I do a video just on lashes, applying lashes, and you know, the different lash bands and kind of tips and stuff, so I will do that over the next couple of weeks, I promise. But for now I'm just going to apply these lashes off camera and I'll be right back. Hi friends, I'm back. Okay, so I went ahead and applied my foundation, my concealer and powdered, so now I'm just going to bronze up my face. So I'm going to be using the Sigma highlight and contour palette. So I am going to be using this shade, I think. Yeah, let's go for that shade. I'm going to be using the Blank Canvas Cosmetics F42 brush. And we're just going to start buffing. I was drawn to that colour because it's warmer, but it does look a little bit darker than the other one, so I could regret this. This palette is available on Beautybay, and it's also available on the Sigma website. If you're in the US, it might be cheaper for you to order from the Sigma website. I do have a discount code as well. I'll leave that in the description box for you guys if you are interested in picking up some of their bits. I actually want to try more of their brushes. All I have really is this palette. And for highlight, I'm going to be using Shine On, and I'm just going to pop this on my cheekbones, and we're also going to use this as the brow bone highlight, and also for like a bit of pop of colour in the inner corner. I also need to contour my nose, bear with me. I'm also just going to take this flat eyeshadow brush and I'm going to apply the same highlighter just under the brow bone here. Can use my finger, blend it down, and also in the inner corner of the eye. When you're using dark colours to do like a smoky eye, always make sure you leave a little bit of a gap here. You don't want to bring it right into the inner corner because it will close down the eye. So applying a highlight shade as well is just going to really make your eyes pop. Okay. For lips, I'm going to be using the So Sue lip liner and matching lipstick. I saw that Beautybay have these in stock, so I thought I would use it just to complete the look. I'm not sure if I was a big fan of the colour, but we'll see. To be honest, I am completely obsessed with this palette. I know I've only used it once, but based on first impressions, I am really impressed. Like, for 9 matte eyeshadows that are neutral, that you'll use time and time again, they're so versatile, you can do so many different looks with them. It's small, it's compact, so you can bring it around when you're traveling. It also has a mirror, which is handy. This was €9, I believe, and shipping was free. I found a discount code online. If I find it, I will leave that linked in the description box. But it was so cheap, so cheerful, like really affordable for 9 eyeshadows that are so beautiful, so creamy. There wasn't much fallout with them. They weren't really powdery when dipping into them. They're so beautiful, so easy to blend. They didn't become mucky when blending. In particular, I'm really impressed with the darker shades. I use obviously the dark brown on the lid, and oh my god, it was just a dream to work with. There was absolutely no skipping, which I find can be quite common in brown eyeshadows lately. I find that they can be a little bit chalky, or they can skip while blending. Oh my god, this like just blended like an absolute dream. I'm really impressed, and I wasn't expecting much, if I'm being totally honest. I thought a Beautybay palette might be nice, I'll just pick it up, it's cheap. But oh my god, I am so impressed, and I will definitely be ordering more of these palettes. I really do rate it. And the packaging is beautiful as well. It's like a really soft kind of material. It's nice and small, it's pretty. Oh my god, I'm just so impressed, you guys. So that is pretty much it. I really hope you enjoyed this look and review. If you have the palette, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also, if you'd like to see more looks with this palette, let me know what types of look that you would be looking for. Do you want something quite natural, quite dramatic? Do you just want me to play around with different shades on the palette, see different looks I could create for you? Just anything at all, just let me know in the comment section. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and again, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I hope I get to see you in my next video.